Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Kahalama Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and also the honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders, grand ministers, and who will, and also Shalom to sincere Akim there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I'm back again with another lesson. And this lesson, basically is going into this multiple people killed as a car plows into crowd in Canada. For now I don't know if they have declared this a terrorist attack. But last time I heard, it was the individual that did it. He wasn't well. He wasn't well in head. So, Lord willing, more information come out and see, what it was. But all right, so that itself, and then also there was a terror attack, between India and Pakistan, not long ago as well. So we live in a time where, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is bringing judgment, man, on earth, through so many ways, man, and then also on top of that, okay, we know this is judgment, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is using Esau on the left hand, these heathens on the left hand to do, certain things, so they can push forth the NWO, okay, because the place that got attacked over there in between Pakistan and India, it was a tourist area, man, so let's see what comes out of it, and I'm pretty sure Donald Trump was meant to be either to go, to speak, with India, with the whole situation. I'm trying to see if I can get more information with Donald Trump and going over there on YouTube, so let's see what's going on, man, but hey, remember, let me get a quick preset real quick. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, okay, in verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, we see, things happening. Okay, you can't be, you can't be slow in mind, thinking, oh yeah, these people really, they were out there to get these people. Like, how did that happen? How, these people are crazy. Whoever did it, like, he's terrorists, so, he's so-called terrorists, this and that. No, Esau got technology, man. Esau, all right, Esau can see you a miles away when you're trying to plot things like that, man. Okay, Esau be catching all these drug dealers, while they're planning to, exchange things, make big money, and they'll come out and tell you, like, yeah, we watched them, we watched them, they were tracked. And guess what? If you're out there trying to, commit a terror attack, okay, guess what? Your phone's are tapped. Okay, AI is working for Esau. Okay, like you get snitched on quick with a quickness. All right, but Esau's gonna push these things though, this terror attack worldwide, so he can fully implement his AI police. Okay. To where now, for sure you're being monitored 24/7, and it's being told to you. So you can't go out and trying to sue their ass, man. Which to me, speaking as a man, this terror attack is them, is for them to be able to, have control, all right, over everything, man. So they can come out and say, we ought to, if we had this system, such as this, it could have been avoided. And that's how Esau speaks. Okay, so we can't be ignorant of this man is evil devices, man. Real quick, let's go here. Sirach 12. Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse let me see. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. So, Esau, Esau is probably behind this whole terror thing, and also these other nations, because you gotta remember, even though you see these other nations, they in the midst of these rumors, wars, all right. Guess what? They're gonna come together, when it comes to of them bringing this new order, man. Okay, they're gonna come together. Okay, but in his heart, imagine if I had to throw it into a pit. So yeah, eventually, all right, they're gonna lie to you. They're gonna say certain things, and then you're gonna find yourself in that pit, and that ending up taking MOTB. All right, you just you're being watched, man. Okay. It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Eventually, that MOTB they're gonna bring out. That's your life right there being taken away, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is no longer have any dealing with you once you take it, if you're an Israelite. Verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. Exactly. Esau is always there, man. Okay, he's the man, doing it. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is using him on the left side, man. And though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee, So this terror attack, they're gonna try, Esau and his healing, they're gonna, try and act, we can have a way to, avoid this terror, this and that, and that's that digital internet, it's like a digital way of living. Okay. It's like God damn. And that's it's like that's the system that Esau and his heathens are trying to push anyway. Okay, to where you being fully controlled. All right. Let's go here. Sirach chapter 13 verse 8. It should be verse 8 or right here. Sirach chapter 13 verse 13. Observe and take good heed, right? For thou works in peril of thy overthrowing, when thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. So right now, Jack, you should be, waking up, and repenting, and coming to the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because the days ahead of us, if you ain't got Yahweh Hashem Yahushua on your side, you're gonna be taken. You're gonna be deceived. You're gonna be, hey man, Esau's gonna mistreat you, man. Esau's gonna do you dirty. You're gonna put your trust in him, and he's gonna fuck you over, man. So with all these things you see happening, take heed to them. And also that's another thing. The elder Yeshua had made a great video, him and a few other brothers. I forget the title of that video, but it's going into, giving warning to you men and you women, avoid being out there, man. Avoid, being out in the midst of this fucking, in the midst of this, ways of the world, I'm talking about parties and big events. Avoid them shit, man. Because now you see what Esau's really, what Yahweh Hashem really is doing on the left side, man. Okay? Even the scripture, the scripture does tell us that. Let's go here real quick. What's that precept, man? It's in the book of Exodus, right? Let me see. To do evil. Exodus chapter 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrestle judgment. But the key point is thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Most of these fucking events people be attending is number fucking certain events, hidden idol worship events, man. You shouldn't participate in those type events, because Yahweh Hashem could take you out, and if you don't take you out, he could have you in a tough, in a tough critical in a top critical situation, man. So let's go from there. Redeeming. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16. redeeming the time because the days are evil. You see? Let me see what's right. Let's start from verse 15. See then that you work circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? In the AMP, therefore, see that you work carefully, living life with honor, purpose, and courage, shunning those who tolerate and enable evil. Not as the unwise, but as wise, sensible, intelligent, discerning people, you see? And we're discerning Esau's ways. Or, it's like we're discerning what Esau is doing. All right? We know being ignorant, man. Okay? Discerning people. Nowadays, man, shit, people, like, you driving, man, somebody's just fucking behind you, driving fast. You're like, what the fuck, And you just give them away, And they just look fucking angry, pissed off, looking at you like, just because you're driving speed limit, like you're supposed to be moving us damn, like, fucking, it's we're living in terrible times right now, man. Okay, you're on the road, a proper prayer, man, because you don't know who's behind you. You don't know you're going for what, you're going for right. You don't know who with that person, what shit, with this person, it's like what that person is going through. People are going through it right now. I don't know if the C-19 jump shots got to them, but people ain't the same no more, man. Okay, verse 16 says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. In the AMP, making the very most of your time on earth, recognizing and taking advantage of each opportunity, using it with wisdom and diligence because the days are filled with evil, man. And that's the truth right there, man. Wherefore be unwise, but understanding what the Lord, it's like what the will of the Lord is. And we know in these last days, the will of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is going to be what? Nothing but plagues after plagues. It's time of judgment. It's time for judgment. Let's go from there. Let's get another precept. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. In the AMP, but I understand this, that in the last days dangerous times of great stress and trouble will come, difficult days that will be hard to bear, man. You see? And that's the days we're in right now. So let's go ahead and play these, 2 videos. All right, show you, what was down. And get
Vancouver, where a car has ploughed into a crowd of revellers at a street festival, killing multiple people and injuring a number of others. A 30-year-old man is tonight in custody, the incident happening on the eve of the Canadian election. And a warning, the footage in this story is confronting.
A community.
And you know what's crazy? Look the number of views. 440, it's like 440, it's like 404,000. 404,000, so 440K. Wow.
Festival crowded with people.
Welcome to Lapu Lapu Day! Yeah!
This Vancouver street lined with food trucks for a celebration of Filipino history and culture. In moments, it's torn apart.
Oh my gosh!
The horror so recent, music still plays. Survivors do all they can. Those calls soon answered.
Stay back, stay back!
Help is here.
Emergency crews on the scene, but overwhelmed. The victims are everywhere.
There's a baby over there.
Forced to focus on those with a chance of survival, the dead are left on the street.
He just ran over, like there's like 20 dead people.
Oh my God.
The official death toll still
Over there.
forced to focus on those with a chance of survival, the dead are left on the street.
He just ran over, like there's like 20 dead people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you see that? What's that, man? You think this whole thing was down by coincidence, or no? How about Shah was with it, man? Look that. What's that, man? Golly, I don't want to say too much, man. But you brothers can see, like it was in a so-called holy event. Okay, let's just keep it like that, man. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, do all these things. So the Heavenly Father is the one who brought judgment there. Okay, by putting a spirit upon that individual who did it. Okay, it's like, yeah, let's go here. Sirach chapter 39, real quick. Yahweh Hashem shall put it, an evil spirit upon that individual, and he did what he was meant to do. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that crave for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pure their force, and appease the wrath from that made them. Fire and hail, and famine and death, all these will crave for vengeance. That individual, was a spirit. His purpose, he was born to do what he did today, man. And during that time, or the day it happened, or in the time also, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua put that spirit upon him to go ahead and do what he did. This fire and hail, famine and death, all these will crave for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment. They shall be ready upon earth when need is. When the time is come, they shall not transgress his words. So exactly. When the time was come for him to do what he did not look back and think twice about it. Even though if it's Esau, whatever, whoever who was behind that, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua was the one who controlled it all. Okay?
The official death toll still unknown. The tragedy comes on the eve of Canada's general election. Politician Jagmeet Singh had been campaigning at the event in the hours before.
I've been thinking about the kids that were just having such an amazing time, the joy.
And it's funny though. So this dude here, you see him speaking, he's Indian, and then they show you the other terror
pahalgam was pulled out of its stupor by the look. Others literally trekked for kilometers to bring bleeding injured to the hospital. They are the
this year as
Samaritans
well,
of
this was
pahalgam.
over there between Pakistan
Farid
and
with
India.
this report.
Yeah, something fishy is going on, man. And this is right here. What is the resistance front? So I guess these people are at the resistance front. But now the key point is look there. Look there. Look those two sword, right? The resistance front. So hey, man, they're doing something, man. Okay, I remember that dude fucking who trying to call himself GMS Arabia, and he had this fucking type of logo, So let's see, let's see what all these things lead to. There's more, forced terror attack to come, being orchestrated by Easter. So all we can do is just watch and understand what's really going on. Okay, we can't be ignorant of certain devices, man. All right, let's go from there. But all we know is judgment was sent forth. Zephaniah 3:5, the just Yahweh is in the midst of both. He will not do iniquity. Every morning that he brings judgment to light, he faileth not, but then just enough no shame. So hey, man, there's no day goes where Yahweh Hashem does not bring judgment. Okay, and he the judgment he brings upon earth is well, is balanced. It's how people say it's unfair. He passed away. Nah, it's done. When you die, there's a reason why you died. If you die in some type of especially like these type of events where you get put to death in a critical way, in a crucial way, should I say? It's like that's judgment right there, man. Okay. You're wicked. You would do some wicked shit, or you did wicked shit in your past life, and now, hey, he's judgment for you. Okay. So every morning Yahweh shall bring his judgment, and by the 2/3 of our people you don't see well, you can't see well, man, and your judgment is coming soon. And when I say 2/3 of our people, I'm talking about Jack over there in the land of America, and you wicked Jack scattered on the four corners of the earth. Your judgment is coming as well. You're not gonna escape it. All right. Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Should a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should there be an evil in a city, and Lord Yahweh by Hashem and shall have not done it? You see? And so definitely how about Hashem and Shah did it, man. All right, so
shocking scenes in
Vancouver. So with that, man, this is quick report, quick lesson reporting this, these two
has claimed responsibility, as we've been telling you.
There's more behind it. You can see the logos, now that, they're gonna, it says, what is the resistant front? You see, now, here we go.
What we know about the terrorists, 3 names have been released in Punjabi and Urdu. Pakistan and Afghanistan, the people of Kashmir do not speak Pashto. They speak Kashmiri or Urdu. So the attackers came from across the border. Even their method of attack reeks of military training. They wore combat fatigues. These clothes are...
No, you see, so